dinner with us, and it's always been very, very well received. But today we're going to do Brussels sprouts, as Dario just mentioned, and we're looking at side dishes to go with our holiday recipe bundle. And what is that? The holiday recipe bundle is a free download that we're offering. We've put together, and it has videos on how to debone a turkey. So why would you want to do that? You want to be able to use as much of the turkey so you can get actually 4 different little roasts out of it. So you get 2 breasts and you get 2 legs with that. It's ideal for if you're having a smaller group this year. Yeah. You're going to have 4 actual roasts out of it. It's great for those that are like the dark or the light meat so that you can separate it. And Dario has created this amazing stuffing that goes with each one. So there's a white and there's a dark meat recipe that is in the bundle as well. Right. We've got top wine picks that we have in there. And we also have a festive recipe, a sangria that's going to be fun for Christmas. So we put this all together in this bundle that you can download. The link should be here somewhere. And then you get all that recipes and the videos and how to stuff the legs and the breast, all of it. But we didn't put any sides, so that's why we thought for the next few Saturdays or Sundays, what we would do is get on social media and talk about the different creations. And this is your...
Simple one.
It's not. It's so good.
But it's simple.
Yeah, it is
good
simple.
Is simple.
It's so delicious. So anyway, go down to the link, download the recipes for the bundle. Come and cook with us if you are already. Maybe you're already on and you're able to cook with us. That's phenomenal. Or come and save this recipe because we've got the recipe and the ingredients that are in there and the rest in this live as well. So just follow along. So that's my yibber yabber.
That's a very good yibber yabber. So very simple. Honestly, we always say then cook together to stay together. That's what we say and what we do. But it's also a fun. Don't spend all your day in the kitchen and stress yourself for the holiday. There's enough stress going on right now. We don't need it. We don't need it. It needs to be fun. So
this is a new, different recipe too, right?
It's simple. It's nothing too complicated. The elements in the recipe, you will see it. So we have some Brussels sprouts here. Then we just simply peeled, remove a little bit of the stem on the bottom, and cut in half. So Anita's going to marinate them. When you
peel them, do you just take one layer off
this?
You
can take just the darker layer off like that.
Yeah.
So she's going to put them in a bowl. A little bit of salt and pepper. Just a little drizzle of salt and a little bit of pepper. And then now if you want to use butter, you can use butter. I never say to people, you can use it. We like our olive oil.
And this is a great olive oil.
This is a shout out to our friend Phil Bucchino, Abundant Grove. We just got this olive oil this week, flown in from Tuscany. The best olive oil. Phil, thank you very much.
And also we have a video where Phil talks about olive oils and the different types of olive oils. It's a 3-part series, so I don't know if I should put this in the link here too. Maybe I will.
But the funny thing is, Phil really taught me. We were together tasting olive oil, and I don't know.
You were judges.
Yeah, but Phil is a pro. I mean, I call him the sommelier of olive oil, and he's a master. And he's teaching me actually to taste olive oil. And after 4 hours of tasting olive oil, it was a very tough night. Anyway, this is phenomenal olive oil. So we're just going to drizzle a little bit on it. Exactly. Perfect. And what we're going to do, we're going to quickly marinate them with salt and pepper. And you see nothing else. Really. So you're going to preheated oven, 375 degrees, on a tray, parchment paper, and you let them roast. You let them roast until they become golden, but not cook right through it. You still want to have a little bit of textures. Okay?
I love the crispiness. Like I used to dislike Brussels sprouts. Yeah. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mom. Up in heaven. But anyway, she would boil them and boil them to nothing. And they weren't very tasty. And now, I mean, it shows you how you can change, a recipe can change the composition and the taste of something. And now it's one of the greatest dishes out there. And your recipe is phenomenal.
I think we're going to make sure then she's going to be happy. And Mom still does good cooking.
Yeah, she does. Just not Brussels sprouts. Okay. I gotta be honest.
So anyway, so
So anyway, you take that, after you do that, you put it on a baking sheet.
And you roast it. 375 degrees, preheated oven. Please don't use the convection. If you have a static oven, is the best way to do it. So all the, what you're looking for stays in it. And what we have, excuse my, look at this. We got our short ribs already baking down there.
We got short ribs in there. It smells so good.
But I want to show you how simple it is. See what happened here? They're like golden brown. Yeah? But they still got some texture in it. Okay? So they got a little bit of a bite. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to set them on the side. Okay? Because this one are there as a base. So we want to make sure we want to roast them. We want to keep all the nutrients there. Can you do it strictly in a pan? Sure you can. You can do directly in a pan. You can do exactly the step you're going to do it. And then add the raw Brussels sprouts if you want it. But I found having roasted a bit in the oven, it gives a little bit more of a texture, a little bit more of earthiness. That's what I like.
Do you find that when you roast that it keeps in some of the nutrients and the flavor
Very much
as well?
so. Yeah, that's
so then it's kind of seals. It's like doing what we do with the ribs, right?
That's right. Yeah,
you want to seared it, so it's sort of a searing type of a. And
that's the best way to do it. That's the best way. So that's next step. So what we have here, we have some onions. Now, on the recipe says slice. You can slice them. You can dice them. Whatever you're comfortable with. We have some.
These are very finely diced, if you can see that.
Yes. So we have some pancetta affumicata, smoked pancetta, or double smoked bacon, okay, if you like it. I like something smoky here. So it brings you a little bit of the memory of the fireplace and the cold, and it's great.
And all the ingredients are down below in this post.
Fresh picked thyme. Please, if you have time.
If you have time.
No pun intended.
Make some time.
Get fresh thyme.
Yeah.
Don't get the dry one. It really changed the composition. So we have some fresh thyme here. We pick it from the stems. We do have some cloves of garlic, okay, which we cut in half. I'm going to show you. We're gonna cut them just at the last minute in very thin slivers. And of course, we're going to have mustard seeds. So the mustard seeds is going to give you a little bit of a poppiness. Okay, and we're gonna start right at the beginning, and we'll show you the step so it makes a little bit more sense. And of course, you know, being in Canada like the Canadian do.
You need your maple syrup.
Maple syrup, some dark maple syrup, and you just finish it. And again, the strong flavor of the Brussels sprouts, the sweetness of the maple syrup actually breaks right down.
Such a delicious recipe.
And it goes with the smokiness, right?
Now you say it's a dark maple syrup. If they didn't have a dark, is it okay?
Any maple syrup is
Any maple syrup?
Yeah,
but dark has just that more richness to it?
More body in it. Yeah,
Okay.
more caramelization on it because it's being caramelized a little bit more.
Okay.
Now, because we're using something sweet, I also believe that, you know, sweet, heavy, you need to cut down with something. So when we finish it, the last minute, a little lemon juice. A little bit of zest first, and then a little bit of juice of the lemon, and that's it. So, let's see it. Of course,
The chili.
a little bit of chilies.
We had so many chilies in our garden this summer.
This is the chilies from our garden that are being dehydrated.
Yeah.
Well, now dried, and we're going to use it.
And
Okay.
you know, when you have all the elements on your tongue, it's such an explosion. When you've got that sweet, that sour, that spiciness, like you have all of those. I think when they're put together, it's called umami, right?
Umami. Yeah, that beautiful, exactly, that beautiful fifth element. That's exactly it. Good olive oil. You know, I'm going to keep thanking Phil. Oh, smell it. So we're going to put a little bit of olive oil here. Not too much. First of all, because it's good olive oil here, you have to always be careful. You can use a different type of olive oil. This one is really a good type of olive oil. Okay? We're going to make sure the pan comes to heat. And then the first thing we're going to do, we're going to render the bacon, right? So which means we're going to cook down the bacon and relieve some of their beautiful smokiness. Okay?
The flavors.
The flavors.
Render would mean to release the flavors, right?
And break down the fat. And break down all the fat, which is really important.
Yeah.
So we're going to just let it patiently cook down. As this one cooks down, okay, there are two things we're going to do.
Do you want me to go over there and stir?
You are the best. Thank you so much. See? I am a lucky guy sometimes. I don't have to
We
really...
gotta cook together.
I don't have to work.
Oh, yes you do. Oh, you can.
How about that? Okay, so
You're the recipe man. You have to. You have to be working, unfortunately.
well, no, that's not true. She works more than I do. So now, right here, mustard seeds. So remember, you want that poppiness just really coming out. You want that beautiful freshness. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have just a little bit of the mustard seeds there.
You're not gonna pop on us, are they?
They're gonna pop. Fireworks. Okay? So we're gonna let them cook.
So good.
Yeah, you can smell it now, right? Okay. So what I wanna do now, I'm gonna break the chili down a bit. We're gonna remove it, guys, okay? Don't get scared. I'm gonna put the chilies right there. Okay? I want the beautiful flavor of the chili breaking down, okay? Then as Anita's doing that, I'm gonna grab 1 clove of garlic, okay? Then it's being cut in half. I'm gonna cut down. The bacon is going, and I'm gonna cut the garlic really, 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 really thin, just like that. First, I'm gonna add a little bit of the onions. Oh.
I would have thought onions would have gone first.
Onions first. Oh yeah. Well, no. You know why? Because you want to cook the bacon. You really want to make sure, because the fat of the bacon is actually going to be the condiment. Can you smell it now?
Yeah.
So now the water that is being released from the onions is.
So you want some of the oil of the bacon to be okay,
Correct.
so you don't use as much of the olive oil.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even because we have a good quality of oil.
There's always a rhyme and reason to everything you do.
Cloves of garlic, really thin. I don't want to chop them. I want the flavor of the garlic, and I cut them really thin. Okay, they're going to disappear. Okay, you're not going to see them anymore. So I'm going to add them right in, and Anita gently is going to. And this is pretty much it. If you really think about it,
Yeah.
this is more of your job. So if you are organized, you can have your roasted Brussels sprouts already done, and then at the last minute you get all this beautiful concoction on it, made it. Sometimes what I like to do, I like to make it maybe a couple of hours earlier and let them set so they build up that flavor. Okay?
That's
Beautiful.
why I love leftovers.
That's the best. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, cooking nicely. So very important, not to add the fresh herbs too early, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab my beautiful
Brussels sprouts
Brussels
roasted.
sprouts. Brussels sprouts.
I don't know if they can see that.
But look at the color, yeah.
I don't know if they can see that.
Just look at that.
Yeah.
See how beautiful they are? I'm going to add them to this. Oh. See, that makes me happy already, just looking at all this beautiful thing here.
And Brussels sprouts are so healthy for you.
Extremely healthy for you.
Yeah.
Extremely, extremely healthy.
So
Perfect.
do we not do it too much because
You don't
they're
want
going
to
to break up?
Yeah, you don't want to move them too much.
Yeah.
We still want to keep everything in it. Okay, so here we got it.
Just want to space it out so that
Beautiful, like that. That's enough.
and that's probably another reason to roast them in advance too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So they keep more of their shape.
To keep more of their shape. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna maybe lower the heat down a little bit, okay? And now you notice that I'm not adding any liquid here or anything whatsoever, because I really want that flavor to really combine together. You know, the chili is staying intact here, right? So it's really gonna release a lot of the flavors. So, but the juiciness that we're gonna get it from the lemon, from the maple syrup. That's all it needs, okay? But look at that, look at that. See the bacon is just popping. It's almost like being close to a fireplace and you hear that.
Got me in the eye.
No.
I'm kidding.
So, here we go.
I try to turn this into a comedy show. Does it work?
Yes.
When you're the only one that thinks you're funny, does it work?
Yes. I do that all the time. Here we go. So, I'm gonna have a little bit of the lemon zest.
Oh, not the actual.
Well, first we're gonna use that, and then we're gonna use, okay, wow, look at that. Then we're gonna cut our lemon, so we don't waste it, right? So that half
And we don't
can
waste
be
anything
reused.
anyway.
We don't want to waste anything. So what we like to do is remove that seeds there.
We actually use the skin of the lemon to make vitamin C, and that's actually in one of our videos as well.
Perfect. So here we go. Watch this now. So at this point in time, I'm gonna add the lemon juice. Okay. See? A little bit of that beautiful maple syrup.
Oh, baby.
Yes.
Oh, baby.
See, and we are almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Can I dig in now?
You can dig in almost. Yes. You want to dig in?
Well, you know what? I have to taste it to make sure
You got
that...
to make sure that it's up to standard. How is it?
Oh my God.
Is it good? Awesome. And you know what, guys? We're done.
It's got all the elements to it.
Yeah, so we are done now. So what I like to do right now, because I really don't want to overcook everything up, I'm going to really put it down almost to nothing, to a minimum, okay? I'm going to add the fresh lemon zest, sorry.
Wow. I'm sorry, I have not had a Brussels sprouts as good as this.
Wasn't your mom making it like that?
You know, even like nowadays, like Brussels sprouts is becoming kind of a hit. It's still not as good as this.
It's simple, okay? So then the last thing, we got this beautiful thyme leaves. Can be very decorative. And that's it. Look at it. But I want to show you something, guys, because it's so phenomenal. Then if you even present it, just look at it.
Now, when you put this aside, do you keep the chili in it if you were to store this?
You know what? Yeah, that's a great question, because I was just about to. You can, look at that. You can keep the chilies in it if you want it, okay?
I wonder if they can see that.
Can you see it? Here we go. Can you see that? So you got the chilies here, you got the beautiful color, and you see you don't need anything else. But look at this. The greatest thing about this one is also the vegetable. They maintain the nutrients. Isn't it good?
Oh my God.
I love it. I could eat this one all day. I got water in my mouth. Yes.
Well, you go taste it.
Can I taste it?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna allow me to?
Tell me what you think, Chef.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But unfortunately, you know what? We're going to have to tell the kids that there's not enough.
Well, it's not gonna happen.
There's not enough. It's like...
Because they're waiting. Well, that's not gonna work. Anyway, simple things that we do at home. Simple things you can do on a Sunday. This is something that is great for our turkey bundle. We believe on very simple things. Good quality product. Cooking together. Enjoying time together. Conviviality. Supporting a lot of the producer we have around. Research your product. And really have fun. Because at the end of the day, whatever it goes there, it's what makes your car run.
So cook together to stay together and enjoy your Sunday. Come on over and download the holiday bundle, which is our freebie to you for the holiday season. And it's got a lot of stuff in there.
There is a lot of stuff. There is a lot of stuff. And simple stuff.
A lot of freebies, you know. You've got the videos, how to, we've got the recipes for drinks, the holiday wine tips.
That's a good one.
Lots of great stuff, so.
Well, guys, cook, enjoy, and keep eating Brussels sprouts.
Mwah. Ciao, everyone.
Ciao.
Take care.